It's day 3 of the 2017 Silverstone Classic, and we're starting the day here at Silverstone with the second race for the historic Formula Ford cars, and they line up as they finished yesterday. So it'll be Michael O'Brien and Ed Thurston on the front row ahead of Max Bartel and Ben Tilley. Will Nuttall, Callum Grant. Ben Sims not there, so Cormac Flanagan, Rob Smith, Michael Grant Picken and Alistair Littlewood lining up in the top 10. We'll have another capacity grid on this circuit. So good to see so many Formula Fords out and so often this year in the historic Formula Ford races. Non-championship races though for Formula Fords this weekend, so not part of the championship that is currently being led by Callum Grant, who spun out yesterday. Watch out for yesterday's retirees: Sam Mitchell, Dan Eaglin, Michael Mallock and James Hadfield. They'll be quick, but they've got to work their way through this gigantic grid. It's a rolling start as it was yesterday. The cars turn their way onto Club Corner in the 2x2 fashion, and once the lights go out, we'll be underway for 20 minutes of racing. Lots of rain last night, so the track is pretty damp, and only half a green flag lap means limited knowledge of the track conditions. The red lights are on, and we're about to go racing for the second time this weekend from the Silverstone Classic for historic Formula Ford on this great grid. Then get underway and charge down towards Abbey Corner for the first time. Who's going to turn into the right-hander first? Well, it looks like poleman Michael O'Brien has done it. A big twitch for Ed Thurston. Max Bartel goes second, but it's Callum Grant coming around the outside of Thurston for third. Can he also get Bartel as they turn into the right-hand village? He's on the inside, and Callum Grant, who started in 6th place, is already up to second. But Bartel is re-challenging. He's on the inside as they turn into the loop, and he goes through, and Thurston's following him. So Grant, who looked to be P2, is dropping to 4th, but he's keeping around the outside. But no, Thurston on the inside goes to 3rd. Here's Michael Mallock, and he's weaving his way through the order. It's 5 wide there as they turn through the loop, and in the middle Mallock passes the majority of them. Then Jeff Underwood, who's trying to come round the outside of now, but it's actually Michael Richings who passes Mallock as Mallock tries to find some track space to gain some more position. The end of the straight into Brooklands turns Dan Pickett, and he goes through the middle of 2 cars. He passes both Ross Dryborough and Kevin Stansel, and Tiff Nadell's had a spin, so Nadell dropping down the order. Back up on with Mallock, and again it's 5-6 wide into Brooklands. Incredible stuff. Dan Eaglin, he was going down going around the outside of there. Also involved in that, you can see the number 5 Lotus of Ian Pearson. Philip Walker now, we're going around the outside. Also, Mallock passes 2 cars around the outside at Lutterwood. He's got a good run off the corner, so he passes John Slack now on towards Woodcote. That looks pretty wet from the spray coming off from Michael Richings' car, but he passes him and passes the Julian Pearce car. The Mallock flying through the field. Ben Tilley is challenging Callum Grant up towards the Beckett S's, but Grant stays ahead of it. A twitch there for Tilley, and it looks pretty slippery out there, doesn't it? A good battle up for second. Ed Thurston is challenging P2 off of Max Bartel. A big slide onto Chapel Curve for Ben Tilley, but he's got a good run here through Chapel. He's on the tail of Callum Grant. He'll be in the slipstream there, side by side up ahead as well. They go underneath the vehicle bridge. Tilley looks to be going 4th. Who's going to have second though as they turn into Stowe? That's Ed Thurston going around the outside of Max Bartel, but Michael O'Brien is getting away in the lead. Tilley does get 4th. He gets ahead of Grant then. They're about to complete the first lap of this 20-minute encounter, and there is O'Brien being chased by Ed Thurston, who's just got that position away from Max Bartel. Then we've got Ben Tilley in 4th, and 5th is Callum Grant. Next up it's Will Nuttall in 6th. Then Sam Binfield, who's had a great first lap. He's 7th ahead of Cormac Flanagan and Alistair Littlewood. Great battle for 10th being led by Dan Pickett. About 6 cars involved in that. Ross Driver leads the next group of cars, and there's Michael Mallock, who's passed about 30 cars on this opening lap. An absolutely extraordinary run then from the RML driver. And there is James Hadfield, who's also made through the process. He just passes that Lotus of Ian Pearson. As they complete the first lap, a gaggle of cars. They're exiting Club Corner. There goes Mallock. He's passing Kevin Stansel now. So that's another place gained for Mallock. He's going after the next car. Front engine car for Mallock. Yeah, Mallock Mark 9. Going past cars ever so quickly. Who we got up ahead? Tiff Liddell in the Lotus. Mallock trying to get ahead of. Through the left-hander at Aintree and onto the Wellington Straight. And here we go, we're going alongside Liddell now in the car that he won all those years ago in the Autosport magazine competition. Mallock goes through. Battle on up towards Cops Corner. Max Bartel's going to lose third place here because Ben Tilley has come down the inside and he goes through. So Tilley up to third now. In the Merlin. As are the majority of cars towards the front, but arm out of the cockpit for Ben Tilley. What's happened here? Safety car is being brought onto the circuit. An incident involving Stuart Baird and Matt Wrigley has caused the safety car to come out on the circuit, and the drivers are slowing down to a sensible pace. Tyres while they do this as well. Get back going. There'll be a sprint to the flag now. The safety car pulls in. They run to the flag. Michael O'Brien now controls the pace. You can see the line of Formula Ford 1600 behind him, and he accelerates now. So first we'll try to go with him. Then you've got Tilley up next in P3, and then Bartel and Grant and Will Nuttall in 6th. Then Michael Mallock. We'll be watching out for him on his recovery drive. Remember, you've got Dan Eaglin, James Hadfield, a couple of drivers coming through the field too. What an incredible sight though, this amount of cars and so many different chassis in the weekend. You have the many Merlins, but also Lotus, Jomo, Mallock, Titan, Genetum, Macon, Crosley, Lola, Jamin, Alexis, Cooper, Eldon, Brabham, Nike, so many different types of cars, and the unique Mallock in this race, the only front engine car, is coming around the outside to gain another position. Now it's Michael Grant Petergin in the only Brabham. He defends into the loop, but Mallock tries to get the undercut. In all the curves there, but can't quite get through there. So now as they power their way, accelerate their way out of Aintree, Mallock in the slipstream of the car ahead. He'll try and make a move down towards Brooklands, the left-hander. Later on the brakes is Mallock and he goes through. There's another car he can get ahead of shortly. Into Luffield, he's looking to the inside. Can't find a way through there, so looks to the outside. Again, no way through. Further up the order we go. I think we're to the top 10 now. Further up the order we go, the quicker the competitors are, and that makes it harder to make progress for Mallock. But it's Alistair Littlewood out of Woodcombe that Mallock is getting up alongside in towards Cops Corner. He brakes later and he gets the place. Switch through the corner, but he gathers that up. Out onto the Wellington Straight, on board with Rachel Arnold, who's just been passed by Adrian Richards. And at the end of the straight, Philip Walker's going down the inside of Roger Arnold. James Lovett just up ahead. Side by side they run. Arnold on the inside, Roger Arnold, the father of Rachel, who were on board with a moment ago. Philip Walker trying to come round the outside, Walker to Crosley. It's a Merlin for Arnold, and Arnold just about hangs on. This is a good battle. Being kicked up there. Very tricky out there. The one with Corbin Flanagan had a great race yesterday. Sam Binfield, who's having a great race today, goes round the outside in towards Maggots and he gains the place. Binfield goes so well in these conditions, which always seem to be tricky at Silverstone in the championship races last year and this year, both wet races, much wetter than this. Sam Mitchell, he's got a run on Ross Driver. So Mitchell, another of those drivers coming from the back of the grid, and he goes through. Up front though, it is Michael O'Brien that continues to be lead from Ed first, and Callum Grant's up to third. He's both passed both Tilly and Bartel on this lap. Legal Will Nutt and Stan Binfield flying in seventh. Cormac Flanagan is eighth. He's being chased by Michael Mallock. Then Littlewood is up next. He's battling with Grant Peterkin. And then is that the Lola of Robert Tusting that leads the next gaggle of cars through Club Corner. But it's into Abbey for Michael Mallock, and he's punching down Cormac Flanagan. Flanagan in the Alexis. Look at the speed though that Mallock carries through the fast left-hander at Farm, and he goes through. Another great battle. This is being led by Peter Hannum as they power their way out onto the start and finish line here at the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. Hannum in one of the nights. A bit further back, that's another place gained for Adrian Richards. He passes the Janetta that we can ride on board with, and that's Bill Cowan. Roger Arnold we can ride with now, heading down towards Abbey, the fast right-hander. He's just gone down the inside of the Neil Fowler motorsport car of James Lovett, the Lola. The driver now, let's ride on board with him. They're side by side up ahead. It's a spin though for Daniel Pickett. He's rotated and he's learning. He's going too well in the first part of this race. Philip Walker makes his way down towards Brooklands, and he's late on the brakes. He's a big dive down the inside of James Lovett, and he goes through. The track was cleared by then of Daniel Pickett's car, so a legal move for Philip Walker as he passes the car of Lovett. So Lovett's lost a couple of places on this lap. He's in a repaired car after an incident at Brands Hatch last time out. Michael Mallock turns his way through the Beckett's S's. And all the car ahead goes off. And who is that? He's run out wide out of Beckett's. Hops over the tarmac run off, and that's Sam Binfield, who was having that good run I spoke of. He just had an offer, he will rejoin, although he's off the place. Change for seconds. Callum Grant has gone ahead of Ed first, and so Grant up to P2. He had a spin yesterday, that's why he was far back. Another battle we've got in these tricky conditions. The car's more spread out. Sam Mitchell just going through a shot. TV covered. There's Tiff Nadal then, the television presenter. Very experienced race driver in Formula 1 as well as touring cars and sports cars. The run that Cormac Flanagan's got here. He passes Sam Binfield down towards Brookland, passing the BRDC grandstand and clubhouse on the right hand side. Big twitch for Flanagan. That keeps it within the white lines there, because it's very slippery on the white lines and on the curb. Maybe slippery on the track as well. You can see how sideways he was going. There's Danny Eaglin. He goes down the inside of Ross Driver to gain the place, and he's got another car up ahead who he'll be trying to find a way ahead of. Car runs slightly wide, so Eaglin will go down the inside and he gets the position. Now Ross Driver's going to buy into this. He's got the good run off the corner. He comes up alongside. That looks to me to be the car of Robert Tusting. Another of the Neil Fowler cars. So the Lola, and through goes Driver then. As we go down a gear. Breaks away, and it does break away completely, and he rotates. So Driver will have to rejoin, but he will have places lost. There's the leader, that's Michael O'Brien. A great race weekend this has been from him. He won yesterday, he got pole position on Friday, and he's pulling away from the pack. It's Callum Grant in second, but up to third for Ben Tilley. Tilley up ahead of Thurston now, and in fifth position is Max Bartel. They all running down towards Abbey. Sixth is Nuttall, he's being chased by Mallock. So Mallock, who started almost at the back of the grid, is seventh now. We've got a great freeway battle for eighth. That's Cormac Flanagan being chased by Sam Binfield. Binfield coming down the inside into Abbey. In fact, it's Sam Mitchell that gets the position. So Binfield just behind. So Mitchell's passed both of them since we saw them last. So Mitchell up into eighth position. And there's another driver coming from the back. A great ride it has been from him. But Michael Mallock exceeded that. Coming through the field quick. It's all about that first lap and how much track space you were able to find. Just look how busy it was, 5-6 wide in some places. The width of the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit allowing that to happen. Alex Meek and Daniel Pickett, they run side by side into Stowe Corner. It's Miku comes around the outside. This is an all-Merlin battle. They head down towards the wing where they turn left at Vale before going right at Club and completing a lap here on the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. Across the line they go. This is an ongoing battle. This is Rachel Arnold running side by side with Adrian Richards. A couple of Merlins once more involved here. Arnold, the top female driver in the race at the moment. Head down to complete the lap. Okay, this is a good battle. We saw these two running side by side earlier on. So, ongoing battle. Let's be quicker through this part of the track. Richards are here. Just put a few car lengths distance between himself and Arnold. Here's the other female driver, Alison Landridge, and she gets lapped. See the speed that Michael O'Brien carried through the Beckett S's in these tricky conditions. Landridge involved in an incident yesterday, so just wanted to make it to the end of this one. There's Grant, you can see the gap that O'Brien has pulled out. He charges off into the distance. Third position now, Aidan Burton back ahead of Ben Tilley as they go down towards Stowe. Big twitch there in the middle of the Beckett Sessions for Michael Mallet. He's challenging Will Nuttall. Out onto the hanger straight they go. They are nose to tail now. This is Jamin being led by leading the Mallet on Mallet. And in the slipstream is Michael as he slips in past Will Nuttall. Look at the extra speed that has given him. Looks across to Will Nuttall, seeing where he is on the circuit. Nuttall been driving a load of cars this weekend, including a List Jaguar sports car and a Cooper Grand Prix car. But he's lost a position there. There's our leader, that's O'Brien. Second is Grant. These two are the championship contenders. Going to the next round at Brough, which takes place next weekend. It's still got a big grid, even though we've got back-to-back races. Battle for third across the line. First and then Tilley. Tilley back ahead, possibly. Mallet and Nuttall, they're still nose to tail. Is Will Nuttall going to be able to use the slipstream to gain a place going in towards Abbey? He looks to the inside, he's right tucked underneath the Mallet, but he stays ahead. And a big moment there for Andrew Mansell, the championship chairman, holds on to a massive tank slapper through the Beckett Sessions. We were watching that with Alex Meek. Fantastic save from Mansell. Changing towards Cox, that's Peter Hannah, who loses a position a bit further back. Bill Cowan, he's having a good dive and he's chasing the car ahead. Looking to the inside in towards Cops corner, and he's going to get the places. Yes, it looks like he is. There's down Pickett, he's recovering from his spin, and he's leading a four-way battle, so going all right for him now. And we can ride on board with him, as they say that he gets past. That's Andrew Wiggins with the Titan that comes down the inside of him as these cars start their final lap of the Silverstone Classic. 3-day event for these drivers. Qualifying on Friday, first race yesterday, Sunday today, leading the weekend. And to take 2 wins out of 2 at the Silverstone Classic in historic Formula Ford, it is Michael O'Brien, local driver to Silverstone wins. He gets chased all the way home today by the championship leader Callum Grant. Nose to tail for third, and it's Ben Tilley that beats Ed first, and 2 of the youngest drivers on the grid finishing nose to tail. In 5th position, it is Max Bartel. Star of the race takes 6th, so that is Michael Mallet. Will Nuttall is home in 7th position. Yes, the retiree Sam Mitchell even is in 8th. He beats Cormac Flanagan then, who holds off Sam Binfield, just a couple of tenths between them and the other one from Peterkin chasing them. Roland Svensson, he beats Alistair Little and Dan Eaglin recovering to 14th. Beat him in the fellow Motorsport competition winning car, Tiff Liddell, both Lotuses. The slightly older car of Eaglin beating Liddell. Harvey Sykes comes home ahead of Robert Tustin, Greg Thornton, Ross Dryber and Kevin Stansel in the top 20. They've got Alex Meek, Andrew Wiggins, Dan Pickett, Nick Pansisi, all coming through. confirmation of those results, and so the overall winner, certainly at the Silverstone Classic, will be Michael O'Brien because he's won twice. He beat Callum Grant by 1.2 seconds, then Tillian Thurston, nose to tail for third. All Merlins on the podium. Bartel fifth. Michael Mallock only 11 seconds back despite starting in 48th. Nuttall, Mitchell, Flanagan and Binfield in the top 10 as we said. Championship rounds of historic Formula Ford continue next. So we head to up north to Croft next weekend. We look forward to 4 races there, 2 championship races and 2 heats. Alton Park, Snetterton and Silverstone will conclude the championship. How many different winners will we have by the end of the year? Ben Tilley yesterday looking like he's certainly a potential winner before the end of the year. Strong performances too from Ed Thurston this weekend, so certainly lots to look forward to if we head to Croft next.